The scary part is there are a lot more of these viruses out there in bats, and the chances that another one could spread into humans a few years from now are high. Hi, I'm Robert Langreth. I'm a senior reporter covering health at Bloomberg News. Scientists have been waiting for the next emerging virus, and this new strain of coronavirus is essentially a cousin of another emerging infectious disease called SARS that hit China and other countries starting late 2002. For a long time, researchers thought these coronaviruses, which is what the new virus is, were basically not very risky. They thought they mainly caused a common cold, and it was kind of a backwater of disease research because they didn't think they made people very sick. SARS was a new coronavirus that killed people. The death rate from that was about 10%. That prompted a worldwide hunt from where these new viruses were coming from and how they were spreading into people. What they found is that a lot of these new coronaviruses seem to come from bats. Bats seem to harbor huge numbers of coronaviruses. One of the top coronavirus experts in the world is right in the epicenter of Wuhan. She helped sequence the virus right away and also showed it was almost identical to this bat virus she found in a cave a few years ago. The scary part is there are a lot more of these viruses out there in bats, and the chances that another one could spread into humans a few years from now are high unless we take strong steps to slow down the probability. One reason that researchers think that the spread of these emerging viruses is happening more often now is population growth and sprawl. Everything is so much more interconnected. There are so many more airline flights and high-speed trains now in China connecting the rest of the world than there were in the age of SARS. Experts say we need to do a much better job of preparedness for potential future viruses. One very simple step that experts are calling for is shutting down these live animal food markets that are all over China and other parts of Asia. These are said to be just kind of perfect breeding ground for new viruses, and those should be closed down. Other steps that experts say we really need to work on are strengthening basic public health infrastructure and surveillance systems in developing countries. Because it doesn't matter if we in the U.S. have a great CDC that can track all the viruses in the U.S. if the equivalent in countries in Southeast Asia are weak and then don't detect emerging viruses early on when they can be nipped in the bud. For example, the Ebola epidemic a few years ago in West Africa was so bad, not because Ebola was a brand new disease, but because in Guinea it started spreading undetected for 3 full months. If we had better surveillance systems, better testing systems in the capitals of small developing countries to detect these things faster, we could stop them before they hit thousands of people. People, including Bill Gates, have said the threat of a pandemic could kill millions or more is one of the biggest threats facing humanity, and we just are not prepared. If this coronavirus turns out not as bad as people initially feared, people are going to look back at the response to this as kind of a test case for the really big one. How well did we do, and what things need to be improved?